Hello traders and welcome to the Friday wrap-up. January 23rd, 2015. Traders, how are you doing? Traders, I'm coming to you live from Pattaya, Thailand. Sunny skies, white sandy beaches, nice blue water, and yep, people are walking up and down with their frappuccinos. Traders, it's actually a Saturday morning for me, so it's a little bit earlier. That's of course I'm 12 hours ahead of Eastern Standard Time, but for you it's still Friday, and this is the Friday wrap-up where we go over about 12 to 15 daily charts and see what's going on in the markets. Traders, most of all, always remember that this is brought to you through FXCL Excellence in Trading. Traders, if you would let me introduce myself to you, my name is William Gilday and I'm your moderator for the Friday wrap-up, and also the market opening preview series that is put up onto the YouTube channel every single day before the London Open. Traders, I've been trading from the year of 2006, and in 2008 I retired from a wonderful career in the public safety department out of the great state of Florida, and I took a 3-month holiday over here in Thailand. And well, traders, it's 2015 and I'm still here, so I guess I'm still on vacation. I'm having a great time. Traders, it's a great time zone to trade too. You can trade all three markets and still get a little bit of it and just have a good time. Alright traders, let's get over to the risk disclaimer and get the legal stuff out of the way. Forex trading has a large potential rewards, but also a large potential of risk. You must be aware of the risks and willing to accept them in order to invest in the Forex markets. Traders, most of all, do not trade with money you cannot afford to lose. Traders, always remember that past performance of any trading system or methodology is not necessarily indicative of future results. Alright, commentary for today. The Big B. Yeah, we got the Big B going this week. Boring. Yeah, there's been, once the SNB did away with the floor, with the Euro Swiss, that was the end of that. We had that long spike that, I don't know, was close to over 200 pips. And it basically, yeah, what can I say? It did what it did. And the markets have been pretty flat since then. It's nothing big is going on. There was a nice move. I think it was on Thursday, I think it was a nice move. We had the ECB, Draghi speaking, and there was a lot of pips being moved during that. Of course, I missed that. Yes, I did miss that, but he did speak. All right, we're going to get on some of our daily charts review. Remember, traders, either candlesticks, and every candlestick is 1 day. Like I said, this will not be a long video because most of them are going in the same direction, and that's heading south. Let's just start off with, as usual, here is our euro dollar. Euro dollar here, you can see you probably got over 3 months, at least 2 months worth of down days. Just look at this. Bollinger Band trade. For those of you who attend my live trading room, which you all have access to, this is a perfect setup. Spikes through the top of the Bollinger Band and you get a red candle, and thank you very much. We'll see you later. Just don't do nothing. Yes, bearish. That's all we can say is bearish. And I just took these slides 10 minutes ago, so they're current. Alright, here is the dollar Swiss. There is our big candle. What is that? 83. Oh my gosh, that's a lot of pips. that's just a lot of pips. That's like over 200 pips, folks. That's a lot of pips. So, yep, that's what happens when the SNB decides to lift their 1.2 floor. And now we'll just see what happens. This looks like this wants to try to come back up. So if you were trading the daily chart, I'd fib this. I'd fib this big candle and see where the 23.6 fib is, and just mark that. Just keep an eye on that area, because I think that's a good possibility. This just might fib and just continue to the downside. All right, here's our pound dollar. Pound dollar doing all right. Had its little pullback here. For those of you, and I hope all of you are listening to the market opening preview, we talked about that. We were looking at these to bounce because this was at such extreme support, and we ended up with 2 dojis. And what does that mean? That means that there's weakness at support 2 dojis, weakness, it's going to come back to the upside, and it did, gave us an update. Now, this doesn't look big here, but if you go down to your 1 hour, 4 hour, 15-minute charts, those are a lot of pips. Okay, and then just continue its motion to the downside. Nice move. Oh my gosh, I don't know why this happens on this slide. Next slide. Okay, Aussie dollar. Really, Aussie, as crazy as the Aussie is because it's a commodity pair, but just really nice sideways action down, comes up, fibs the swing. That's probably the 78, right? What does it do? Comes down, 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 down. Gives you a little fib here, comes back down, goes sideways, gives you the correction, and boom, down she goes again. Just good Forex price action. What a beautiful chart this Aussie dollar is. Now, it's easy to say in hindsight, but when you're sitting in front of your computer screen on a 1 hour chart, it doesn't look that easy, right? All right, let's take a look at another one of my favorites, and this is our New Zealand dollar. Nice move. It was a nice move. We mentioned this in the market opening preview on when we broke these lows here. We mentioned this, and I said, this breaks these lows, this thing's dumping. And sure she did. The last 3 days, she absolutely dumped. And I'm pretty sure this was from Draghi, and we just continued down through Friday, and this just continued. Just unbelievable. I'm pretty sure we had good numbers out of the U.S. We had some late numbers. It was, I think they came out at 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, which is 10 p.m. Thailand time. All right, let's move over. I usually don't show this slide, but I wanted to. Remember that the dollar CAD is a commodity pair, and one of the biggest commodities that the dollar CAD is concerned with is oil. And as we know, oil is now down $46 a barrel. And look at this move on this daily chart. This thing has just taken off. You know, look at how long it stayed in this range. This is like 2 months in this little range, and then boom, just takes off. Doesn't even give you a shot to get in. You might have been able to get into here and see what you can do. But I don't trade the daily chart. I use the daily chart as a tool. You know, this is a great tool. I mean, I trade the 1 hour chart, so I use the daily chart a lot. I would be looking to see what this is, you know. To me, this looks bullish. So my bias on my intraday chart would be, I want to buy this, and I would be hoping that my 1 hour chart is at support, and we can get a couple of hammers and dojis and stuff. We can just take this to the upside. That would be a nice little move there. But the dollar CAD you gotta watch, especially when you talk about oil. All right, here's the pound Aussie. It's a great pair to trade. I really enjoy trading this pair. This puts out a lot of pips a day, folks. I think it's like 133 pips a day this pair puts out. So this is really an awesome pair to trade. And you know, the pound is weak, and look at the Aussie just taking off. So, you know, how are you going to trade this? Well, my bias would be that, you know, this to me looks like it's giving us higher highs and higher lows. It hasn't taken out the top, you know, resistance, so we have plenty of room to go to the upside. We're above the 200 exponential moving average. The bottom Bollinger Band is closed, and so is the top one, but that I wouldn't worry about that on the daily chart. I'd be more worried about it if that was on your time frame that you trade, and say you're at the 15-minute chart and you're getting that kind of a candle. You know, your Bollinger Bands are closed. Don't trade that pair, of course. But with the daily chart, we got plenty of room, and my bias would be to the upside for next week. Here's the Euro Aussie, another one, trades 100 plus pips a day. Really nice. Really, you know, this was trying to keep my days counted here, but this red candle might have been the SMB candle here, and then we moved on from there. And what is this going to do? You know, this is bearish, but it's taken out this low, but it hasn't taken out this low. And we ended on Friday with a doji. So this, you know, this sort of like puts a little confusion in the box here. So I would probably look to if I was trading this daily chart, I would just put a trend line here. I mean a horizontal line here and a horizontal line here, and just watch that range. and play the range game. I don't think this is a fib situation, because I got to be honest with you, I think this thing can drop through the floor. It wouldn't surprise me at all if it continues to the downside, even though it's been to the downside for a long time. Also, you can fib from the top here to the bottom here, and you still got two to the left, two to the right. So I would definitely look at that and see where your fib's at, and see what that looks like. You might be able to do a little bit better, having some kind of an idea. But my bias for the Euro Aussie is I want to sell it. All right, that was a lot to say. I want to sell it. Well, here's a CAD yen. We don't look at the CAD yen very often. I thought it was an interesting looking chart. This is beautiful price action. Look how this comes down, goes sideways, comes down, gives you a correction, right? I'm sure when people saw that big candle right here, who trade daily charts freaked out. All you needed to do was fib this and see where this fib is at. That's probably 70, probably 618. That's probably 618 fib right there. Look to the left. You see we're going to have some trouble here. So this should not have surprised you. What happens? You go almost a whole week until Friday. You get the gift. It comes down. Monday comes back up, and then you get the big gift, and it comes down for 3 days. It continues. I'm telling you this on daily charts because I want you to try to put together between the daily chart and then, like, if you're trading a 15-minute chart or an hourly chart, what you're going to see on those charts after you're looking at this daily chart, right? So if you went to a 1 hour chart, I guarantee it's bearish, with this candle. Absolutely. All right, let's take a look at another one. Here's a Euro New Zealand. Oops. There we go. There's our Euro New Zealand. Okay. Ugly, to be honest with you. Yeah, I don't like this one at all. But look at the candle formation on the bottom of the chart. The bottom of the chart. Look at that last candle, the lowest low on the bottom of this chart. Look at the candle to the left, and then look to the second candle to the right. Yeah, we got a morning star, right? We got a morning star, which is a reversal candlestick formation. And guess what? It failed. If this morning star was going to work, this should have continued to the upside towards the 200 exponential moving average. Morning star and evening stars are reversal candlestick patterns, and it means you're going to get a reversal. And we did not get no reversal here. We'll see what happens on Monday. Nice pair to trade, though. Very nice pair to trade. One of my favorites, I trade a lot, probably 2, 3, 4 times a week, is the Euro Yen. And this is just beautiful price action. Look at this off this 200 EMA. Just comes on down, gives you nice 3 candles to the upside, and then just bounces right back down. It doesn't make a difference what time frame you're looking at, but look at these patterns. I mean, that's what I want you to see, these patterns, these candlestick patterns. Bollinger Bands wide open on the bottom. Just absolutely beautiful, beautiful. What would I be looking for, on our intraday charts? Well, if it hasn't already, and now this was pulled back here, that's a pretty big pullback. So you might have had your pullback already, and then just keep selling. I wouldn't be buying this, right? I don't want to buy this. I want to sell it, right? All right, here's our beast. We always have to have the beast come into town. It's a pound yen. I love trading this pair. Traders, if you're not trading live full-time for at least 6 months, do not trade the pound yen. Okay? Do not trade the pound yen with under 6 months of live trading. Not demo trading, live trading. This is a very volatile and will smack you in a second. So just be aware of that. My advice is do not trade this unless you have 6 months of live trading. Okay? All right, so here we have sort of like a cluster, sort of a mess here, hovering around this 200 exponential moving average, but a lot of pips here. I mean, again, this is a daily chart. That's a lot of pips. So on an intraday 15-minute chart or an hourly chart, that's probably 2 days worth of what you need, right? So yeah, very, very interesting, very nice. But right now, as far as the daily chart goes, it's in a mess. What would I want to be doing? I want to be selling. If this closes below this blue candle's wick down here, right, and closes below that, this thing is coming down. There is nothing in the way here. We don't have nothing till here, folks, till the 200 back here. and then this would be our take profit area around here someplace. What I'm saying is, I forget, you can't see my cursor. Below this 200, you see that red candle, you see that blue candle? Probably at the bottom of that, where the body of the candle ends, that's where I would want to be getting out. And if you look above that, the next blue candle, you can see where the 200 gets challenged again. That would be maybe another scaling point. Other than that, this has a clear open space, wide open space, straight on down. There's no mess, nothing to worry about on that. And as usual, traders, on our last chart of the week is the dollar index. And what can we say? The dollar is strong, and it's just going to be the way it is. So buy the dollar. that's my best commentary for that. Not much on the dollar. This is a dollar index chart, and it's just been booming. Alrighty. Traders, I'd like to thank you for joining me for the Friday wrap-up. It was an interesting week watching charts, I have to tell you. I had some technical issues with computers and stuff like that, and I'm really glad that that's taken care of. And hopefully we'll be back to normal by Monday, and we'll have everything back up and running. And on behalf of myself, William Gilday, and our great friends at FXCL, Excellence in Trading, I thank you very much for watching us today. And we expect to see you on the next Asia session for the market opening preview before the London session. Traders, have a great weekend break, and we'll see you next time. Take care now. Bye-bye.